Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. We are here to do math for Tuesday, which I just gave you a hint to our calendar, so don't forget that. But let's go ahead and start over here. So let's go back to the month. We reviewed it yesterday, but let's see if you happen to remember what month are we in? April, we're in April. Now Mrs. Arnold already gave you a hint. Yesterday was Monday, so what does that make today? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, great job. Now, yesterday was the 20th. So, we're going to figure out how to say this word in the fancy terms for the calendar. Are you ready? Okay, so it's 20. What was the fancy word for one? Like if you run a race and you get the number one spot, you got what place? First place. So today is the 21st. The 21st. Are you ready to say it with me? Okay, here we go. Today is Tuesday, April 21st. Great job. Okay, let's move on over to our calendar now. Mrs. Arnold ran out of her fancy apple stickers yesterday, so I found these guys, so we're going to do some hearts. But let's go ahead and add our sticker on. Right there. And we are going to count today, but before we count, let's review something. When you have a tens frame and the whole top row is filled in that tens frame, how many do you have if just the top of the tens frame is filled? You have 5. So today when we count, we're going to count by tens, then we're going to add the 5 all together, and then we're going to count our next one. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 145, 146. So today is our 146th day of school. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to add in our straw to make it represent or show 146 days. So right now we have 145. So I'm going to add in one more to make 146. But let's review what each of those stand for. So the 1 stands for one group of 100. The 4 stands for 4 groups of 10. And if we have 4 groups of 10, how much do we have? 40. And we have 6 ones. Great job. Now to our base 10 blocks. Our blue one is worth how much? 100. So we have one group of 100. We have 4 groups of 10. Great job. Which equals how much again? 10, 20, 30, 40. So 140. And how many ones do we have over here right now? We have 5 ones and we need 6. So Mrs. Arnold's going to add one more here. And now we have 146. 146. Great job. Now, we need to review our problem of the day from yesterday. So Mrs. Arnold's going to grab a marker here. Let's use pink. And our problem says Haley was making a cake for her friends. She needed 8 pieces. She cut 2 pieces. How many pieces does Haley still need to cut? So, she needs how many total? How many does she need for all her friends? 8. She needs 8. So I'm going to draw 8 circles. 8. Okay. Each of those are a slice of cake. Now, she's already cut 2 of them. So how many more does she still have to cut? 6. 8. Take away 2 that she's already cut. leaves us with 6. Great job. Now, Mrs. Arnold has something new for you to learn today. So, I'm going to give a disclaimer before I teach us what we're learning. Parents, this is something that we expose them to in kindergarten so that they're ready for it in first grade. It is not something they have to master right now. So if they're not getting it, it's okay. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. It's more so I'm exposing them so that they're ready for it next year. It's not something that they have to have mastered right now or even this year. This is just for those who need to suck stuff up like a sponge, they're going to suck it up. And those who aren't ready for it just aren't ready for it. And that's okay. But it's something we always expose them to at the end of the year to set them up for next year. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here. And I got to tilt you so you can actually see it. There we go. Okay, so we are going to start learning about balancing equations. Now, my friends, do you remember when we did Dr. Seuss Day? And there was that one center with the scale, which was the little thing that has the 2 pieces on the sides, and you put an animal on one side and blocks on the other to see how heavy the animal was. Do you remember that? Yeah? Okay, so this is the same kind of idea. What we have to do is we have to make both sides equal. We have to make them the same. Just like when you measured your animals, you had your animal on one side and you kept adding blocks until they were the same, correct? Yeah, so same idea, but I'm going to read you my fancy chart here. And it says how to equalize a problem. All that means is how to make it equal. So we're going to think about a superhero when we think about equalizing problems or making them equal, making them the same. We're going to think about a superhero. Mrs. Arnold drew one down here. He's called the Equalizer. And we're going to think about his big muscles when we think about our superhero, okay? So superheroes always have big muscles, right? Yeah, they usually do. So what we have to do is we have a math problem. And each side of the math problem goes in his muscles. So our math problem is going to look something like this. 2 plus blank equals 1 plus 4. Now, do we normally have 2 numbers on both sides of the equal? We don't. We normally don't, which is weird, right? It's not something we normally do, but it's something that they do in first grade. So I'm showing you so you know how to do it for first grade. Are you ready? So we have to use our knowledge from missing addends that we just did. And we have to take that and combine it with our animal and scale thing that we learned at Dr. Seuss Day and making them the same. You kind of got to put the 2 ideas together. So we have 2 numbers on both sides of the equals. And I'm going to tell you what to do with those numbers, okay? Well, first you have to think about your superhero. And you're going to draw his muscles, okay? Now, Mrs. Arnold didn't do so well drawing his muscles. But here is one muscle, and here's his other muscles. His muscles go on both sides of the equal sign. So our equal sign is right in the middle, and one side is his muscle, and the other side's his muscle. All it's telling you to do is you do this problem first, so 2 plus what, which we can't do yet. And we do this side, 1 plus 4. What's 1 plus 4? 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. So 2 plus what will give you 5? You have 2. How many more do you need to make 5? 1, 2, 3. You need 3 more to make 5. So our missing number here is 3. Our missing number is 3. So 2 plus 3 equals 1 plus 4. What you're doing is making sure that they equal the same number. Does 2 plus 3 equal 5? Yes. Does 1 plus 4 equal 5? Yes. So all you're doing is making sure they are equal, helping us, and the person helping us is the equalizer, the superhero whose powers only work if his muscles are the same. Okay, so I know this is confusing. We're going to go to a blank piece of paper and we're going to talk about it a little bit more. Are you ready? Let's see here. Okay. So we're going to grab the color. What color was he? He was a blue superhero, right? Blue for his muscles. Okay. So here we go. Let's start with 1 plus 2 equals box plus 2. Okay? So there's that equal sign. Now I'm going to circle his two muscles. This is one muscle, and this is one muscle. We leave our equal sign in the middle, so we circle on both sides of the equal sign, okay? Now let's do this together. What does 1 plus 2 equal? It equals 3. Okay, so we have to make this side equal 3 too. So what plus 2 equals 3? 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3, right? We have to make them the same, okay? We're going to do this again, but this time, instead of just working out the math problems, I'm going to draw a picture to help you, okay? So I'm going to write the same exact math problem again, okay? Same exact problem. So 1 plus 2 equals line plus 2, okay? With me so far? Same exact problem. Circle my muscles. And now I'm going to draw the picture instead of doing my math problem. So 1, I have 1 dot, and I'm adding 2 more. How many dots do I have? I now have 3, right? Over here, I don't know how many, but I have 2. How many more dots do I need to add to make 3? Because he has to equal this side. 1 more to make them the same, right? And I added 1. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. Let's do another one, okay? Let's do 4 plus 1 equals plus 3. Okay, we're going to draw a picture again, but first we have to circle our muscles. Use our equalizer powers. You're a superhero right now. You have to circle your muscles. Each side has to be the same. They have to be equal. Here we go. I'm going to draw pictures again because I think the pictures kind of help. So I need to draw 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more dot. How many dots do I have all together now? I have 5. Okay, so I have to get this side to equal 5, right? So what plus 3? So I'm going to start with 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. How many do I need to add over here to make this equal 5? Well, let's count on. So 3, 4, 5. How many did I add? 2. So 2 plus 3 is the same as 4 plus 1. They both equal 5. Great job. We're going to do one more and then you're free today, okay? So let's do a 0 one because I know our zeros are tricky, so we're going to do a 0, okay? Hang in there with me. I know it's a 0, but we're going to do it and you're going to do just fine. So let's do 0 plus 5 equals blank plus 1, okay? What do we do first? Circle our muscles. Use our superpowers. Okay, then I'm going to draw a picture. I have a group of 0. Do I draw anything? No, I don't because it's a 0. I have nothing. 0 means nothing. If you have 0 cookies, you have no cookies in your sad, right? So you don't draw anything. Plus 5, so how many should I draw? 5. Okay, so how many do we have all together over here? 5. We have 5, right? Now over here, something plus 1. So I don't know how many, but I can draw my 1, and I'm going to count on to make my other group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I stopped at 5 because this side equals 5, and they have to be the same. That's why I stopped at 5. So now we have 5 over here, which is the same, but how much did we draw in that group? 4. 4 plus 1 is the same as 0 plus 5. Okay, are your brains okay, or did I confuse them? Maybe I confused them a little. It's okay if I confuse them a little. So today, we're going to work on our problem of the day. Are you ready? Your problem of the day for today. Who should I pick this time? Let's do... I did a girl last time, so I have to do a boy. We have a lot more boys than girls in our class, don't we? Ooh, I know who to choose. Okay, so our problem of the day today is Alston. So Alston had 6 full-grown chickens. So how many chickens did he have? 6. Alston has 6 full-grown chickens. Do you know what that means? That means he has 6 chickens that are as big as they're gonna be. They're like adult chickens. Okay, so he has 6 full-grown chickens, and he has 6 again. He has 6 baby chicks. Okay, so let's review real fast. He has 6 full-grown chickens, so 6 adult chickens, and he has 6 baby chickens. How many chickens does he have? How many does he have in all? Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. Are you ready? Okay, Alston has 6 full-grown chickens, and he has 6 baby chicks. How many does he have in all? Now, Mrs. Arnold found out when she called him the other day, he actually does have chickens. Did you know that? Because I didn't. He really does. Yep, he really has chickens, which is why I picked chickens again. So, Alston has 6 full-grown chickens, and he has 6 baby chicks. How many does he have in all? That's your problem of the day today. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.